It's that time of year again. It's when everybody is trying to figure out what are they going to do for their big vacation this summer. And we all know that Disney has been struggling a bit, but that doesn't mean that we have to say, oh, well, everything's bad. That's not true at all. Theme parks all across the country are coming back to life after the situation we've had for the last few years. And now it seems like people are ready more than ever to go out and have an adventure. If you hang around for all of this video, I promise you I'm going to show you a gem that I just discovered that I think you will love as well.
Alright, so we are in Gatlinburg, downtown Gatlinburg, and we went to the highest point in Gatlinburg so we could take this lovely video. And let me just tell you, we had to ride a gondola up here on one cable, alright? And there's nothing securing you into that seat other than just a bar, alright? No seat belts, no anything. This guy right here is terrified to death of heights, but I did it, alright? So anyway, we ride all the way up here. It stopped 15 times on the way up here, and we're just up there swinging, and we couldn't even see the view. But when we got up here to the top, what a view it is.
That's right, John Golf and I, John of ThatParkPlace.com, and myself as well, we got together for a trip to Gatlinburg this past weekend, and we stopped by Anakeesta, a mountaintop theme park unlike anything I have ever seen. The ride up the mountain on the chairlift was, well, it was something. Only one cable, and although the chairlift itself was very comfortable, I was quite surprised that there were no seat belts. It was just a single lap bar. I would not recommend that you take a small child on this. I had nightmares just thinking about my own son and having him with me, what that would be like. The good news is that they also have completely enclosed gondolas, and those would probably be a lot better for small children. However, if you don't mind heights and you enjoy a little bit of thrill, take the chairlift. It's a major experience. It is very different. It's very high. And it is, well, you'll have fun. Getting on top of the mountain, though, that's where it's at.
Alright, so we did Anakeesta and wasn't really sure what to expect. We get up here and there's a town all in itself up here. There are restaurants, there are fire pits, there's a section called Alumstra, and it's just nothing but colors and music. It's just really exciting. And then if you go and take a look on the other side from where everything is here, you can go and take a look over here at the mountains, and there's nothing, no lights, and you can, being here right now, you can actually see just a little bit of the shape of the mountains in the skyline. But it's well worth the money to make the ride up here.
I'll be honest, when I was first going up on this chairlift, I thought we were just going to see the top of the mountain and have the grandiose view of Gatlinburg in East Tennessee below us. When I was told the ticket price, I couldn't believe it, right? $30 to $40? What is this? Why would it be that expensive? But we went ahead and did it. And once we were up there, we discovered that this was a mini theme park all unto itself, and they spared no expense in creating this thing. With Dollywood having become one of the premier theme parks in North America and thus in the world, it's easy to see how more of these tourist opportunities are going to spring up around that area.
So we're up at the very top of Anakeesta, standing on a glass floor so I can look straight down. Not everybody wants to do this or get a little nervous, but I figure if I did the skywalk in the Grand Canyon, I can do this. It's a beautiful view right here, but it's an even more amazing view from up here. And that's Gatlinburg from up here at the top.
So let's talk Anakeesta for a moment, this being this incredible theme park that sits on top of a mountain. In fact, I'll tell you, when we first were arriving into this area, I wondered how in the world they put it up there. If you're afraid of heights, don't worry. They have a shuttle that can drive you up the backside of the mountain via access roads, and it appeared to be just as nice and just as interesting. I would recommend it for people who don't want to be dangling their feet above maybe 7 to 10 stories of empty air. But once you're up there, this is a fantastic place. Like I said, no cent was spared in creating this fantastic area. It's on par with any of the upper echelon things to do in terms of tourism. When you get there are all kinds of things to do. You've got the Ridge Rambler ride, the observation tower that lets you see into the Great Smoky Mountains and all over Gatlinburg, even all the way to Pigeon Forge, the Vista Gardens, Treetop Skywalk, splash pad, there's live entertainment, all kinds of things. And how much does this cost you? Well, it's probably going to cost you, as we found out, somewhere around $35 for your general admission. But if you go at night, and this is a must-do, honestly, folks, if you're anywhere near East Tennessee in your travels, stop by Gatlinburg and go to Anakeesta. And when you do, purchase a ticket in the evening for the Astra Lumina admission. It is incredible. Beyond just the treetop walk that they have where you're walking through swinging bridges and tree houses that look like the Ewoks built them, when you go at night, there's an Astra Lumina walk where they light up the entire mountain and then synchronize those lights to music. It is tremendous. It's not hokey. It's not bluegrassy if you're not into that thing. It's more techno even, more electronic. And you're just going to have a fantastic time. I cannot recommend this theme park enough. I think it's worth making a half-day visit out of it, and I rate this thing very highly. 9 out of 10. It's a must-do. You've got to go check it out.
All right, so we have just been at the top of Gatlinburg on Anakeesta. Now we're going down, and the ride and the view is spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're coming to Gatlinburg, you've got to do this, especially at night. Haven't seen it during the day, but if you purchase your ticket early in the day, you can ride it as many times you want to up until 10 o'clock at night. They close at 10. But ladies and gentlemen, well worth the $33 that we paid for an adult admission.
So let's talk about the things that could be improved with Anakeesta. First of all, one of the things that I would like to see is they simply need more things to do, whether that is a carousel or a Ferris wheel, or perhaps they could do something zoological like with Appalachian animals, some kind of educational display there. All of that would be fantastic. The great news is that it appears, based on the fact that they're having such success, and that in spite having opened in the very middle of the situation we've been going through the past couple of years, despite that, they are having phenomenal attendance, and it looks like it's going to be a highly successful experience. So we can expect to see those sorts of things on the way in the future. Let's hope so, because this is a unique theme park. It's not often that you go from a walkable city, which itself is based on tourism, that being Gatlinburg, to be able to take a lift up the side of a mountain and then go to a theme park that sits atop that and then gives you views of both a national park and a tourist city. All of that combined together is, well, one of a kind, and so we hope that this does extremely well. At the same time, we hope that all of you will go and enjoy something like this. This is what we want to do with this channel. We want to show you what we would like to see the other companies aiming for. If we don't give praise to the things that are good, then all we do is sit and harp on the things that are bad. That's not the way to be. And so this, Anakeesta, is definitely something worth seeing, worth doing, worth paying for, especially when you consider that with an annual pass, it's only the cost of 2 tickets, which would mean that you could actually go over and over and over. It's very alluring if you're a tourist for a price that is substantially lower than $100. Fantastic. Folks, if you like content like this, don't forget the Pro Show starts on March 23rd, Thursdays, 5 to 7 p.m. We'll have more just like this. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, share, notification bell, click it and stick it to the algorithms, and we do covet your comments, so drop them down below. We'll continue with this content about Gatlinburg specifically. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.